Today we are discussing my best theories for the coming killer and survivors for Resident Evil chapter. Then we'll be getting to the gameplay. So if you want to get to that, stick around. Some of these ideas may come as somewhat of a revelation to some of you. You may even need to remake some of your theories, but you do know what they say about the classics. Beware spoilers for all Resident Evil games, for realsies. Also, I'm trying to avoid the V word because of reasons. So, I am the Story Sleuth. Today, of course, I'm talking about the upcoming chapter in Dead by Daylight. First, I'm going to talk about the killers, then the survivors, and finally, my final long-shot secret theory characters. Stick around for that, dear listeners. For killers, I'm going to mostly try to theorize about weapons, Mori, and reasons why they might be there. Basically reasons that the entity could have used to convince them to stay, or reasons the entity could be coercing them to stay. Anything else depends on what I could figure out. I basically wrote the script last night. Now, on to our potential killers. In no particular order, we start with Evelyn from Resident Evil 7. Now, Dead by Daylight lacks a creepy child so far, and could easily flash between child and creepy old lady as she walks like the spirit phases in and out of reality while she walks for extra creep factor. For effectiveness, she would likely be paired with a member of the Baker family, probably Lucas due to his shown inborn issues, we'll say. And you would switch between them like how the twins work. Evelyn would likely be able to alter the survivor's view of reality, making them see generators that aren't there, hearing false heartbeats, and seeing other survivors as Lucas, and maybe seeing Lucas as a survivor until he gets too close. Perhaps being injured would make you immune to the effects of Evelyn. I feel this one isn't too likely, but I felt it should be mentioned as it is within the realm of possibility, and I haven't heard anyone else actually mention it. Both Lucas and Evelyn are dead and are therefore free to be killers in the game without being tied up in their respective universes. Evelyn's weapon could be a slow toxin, or using a mold like a delayed ranged weapon. Sort of like the Pyramid Head's ranged attack. How there's a short delay and then it's a wave of damage. Oh, sorry. However, she might be able, if she's paired with Lucas, however, she'd probably be weak to a survivor, potentially disabling her for a short time. Though, that remains to be seen, of course. It might be too samey with the twins. For Lucas, well, with his engineering and inventiveness, he could easily trap pallets, windows, and doorways with a damaging blade trap that damages or even deep wounds the survivor when they try to use the trapped area. It'd be similar to the Trapper, but different enough. Essentially, the Trapper can lay bear traps outside of a window, but he would be able to literally trap a window. Essentially, make your choice. Jump through the window, receive a deep wound, or risk going around and hoping you lose the killer in some other window that he hasn't trapped. I include doorways here too, because that would be a bit of a unique mechanic. Now, sure, the Trapper can place his bear trap in a doorway, but if he places it wrong, you can sneak around it. This would snap to it. In my mind, at least. Perhaps a deep wound would lose gauge every time you jump through one, and maybe after 4 or 5, it would instantly cause a wound. In a chase, that could be the difference between getting away or not. And of course, losing that mend time would definitely be the difference between getting away or not. Because even if you get away, if you fall down, if they have Deerstalker, they're going to find you. Now, I would also like to say Lucas on his own is on the table, but then he may be too close to the Trapper, unless they make him his transformed molded self. But then it would be a bit questionable what they would make his powers be. I mean, certainly he has some pretty effective powers, but as a boss monster, a lot of them are like ranged attacks, things like that. And certainly there are ranged killers in Dead by Daylight, but how to balance that? In fact, in a lot of the killers I examined today, or potential killers I examined today, that is a contentious issue. It's just, if they did come in, how would they be balanced? Now, as for reasons why they would be brought in, Evelyn has an ingrained want for a family. And Lucas has always had a sadistic streak, so he would be as simple as just offering him a never-ending chance to have that sadistic streak satisfied. The entity could promise both, but as to how far that would convince them is really hard to say. Now, next is one I personally really hope for, and I'm sure most of the people out there really want as well. Good old Pursuer from the European division of the Umbrella Corporation with a grand old production total of 1. We have the Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Hopefully the classic, but if not, then hopefully the head can be a cosmetic we can buy. Convincing the Nemesis to work for the entity could be difficult. However, the NE parasite is intelligent enough to potentially manipulate it, or at the very least is self-serving enough to be set loose upon the survivors to understandably kill them. His power would probably be to use his tentacle to trip survivors, stunning them, injuring them, and to pull himself across far distances quickly. For example, the posts that stand above generators. I imagine that could potentially be an anchoring point that he could aim at, grab onto, and all the survivor's warning would be is hearing that classical whipping sound wrapping around that post above the generator. Maybe the generator shuffles a bit, and then an 8-foot tall behemoth just lands beside them with a thwump, and then they get a pounding. Which would certainly be one heck of a wake-up call during a quiet match. I can imagine that, and that would be rather terrifying. Now, the NE parasite could factor in as part of the power, slowly killing and controlling survivors like Victor of the Twins or the Tyrant Virulent, again avoiding the V word as much as possible. Infection as a synthesis of the game mechanics introduced by the Plagway, another word we're trying to avoid, and the pigs, slowly building up and killing the survivors unless cured somehow. His Mori would likely be the classical tentacle through the head kill from the original RE3. Brutal and classic. Hard to pass up, really. His weapon would likely just be his fists or his tentacles. Man, I'm saying tentacles a lot. Is this okay for TOS? I'm sure it's fine. Next is the main antagonist from one of the more recent Resident Evil games, and someone I misname dropped in a past stream. Mother Miranda. I know most people want from Resident Evil 8. Sorry, who most people want from Resident Evil 8, and we will be discussing her too. However, Mother Miranda, who in a previous stream I called Lady Maria, whoops, sorry Bloodborne, is much more powerful than Lady Double Dimitrescu, and has more control over the Megamycete. As well as her religious fervor towards the mold could easily be bent just like it was with the Plagway, especially when you look and see that the Megamycete and the entity share many physical similarities such as coloration, shape, and their blooms. Her power would be difficult to pin down as she has shown a number of them throughout her game, such as flight, transformation, mimicry, weaponry, ranged attacks, regeneration. It's hard to simply say that she would have a sole power. She might be similar to the Clown or other killers that can swap between powers, maybe with a cooldown whenever she swaps or uses one. But again, it'd be hard to say until it's actually implemented and balanced out. It might be like with many killers that get implemented and then it gets balanced out into more or less powers as the game progresses. And maybe she could take the shape of a survivor until she transforms back to attack. Perhaps she can make spires of mold to block paths or hold and or trap pallets and windows, like I suggested with Lucas. But moving on, her Mori would probably be to rip out someone's heart and squish it onto her face like we saw in the game. Her weapon would likely be her long claws from her boss form. Her motivation would be to get her perfect daughter, her Ava, back from the dead. The entity could easily offer her this, lie or not. And she hasn't been discussed very much as a potential for a killer. But I really feel her or Evelyn are very likely. And we'll get onto that when I get into the survivors. Because, as I'll get into, usually when a survivor gets brought in with a killer, they often have some form of connection with said killer. Sometimes we get just a survivor or killer with nothing attached, but more often than not, something's connected. In this case, I really feel there will be a connection. So depending on who we get on which side, I think one of the survivors or killers I suggest will probably be brought along with them. Now, her weapon's likely going to be those long, weird claws we saw in her boss form. Actually, hold on, I already mentioned that, didn't I? Whoops, my bad. Moving on. Now, next we have many people's favorite candidate due to her huge list of potential features. Lady Alcina Dimitrescu. Now, she is one of the more popular candidates for reasons that to some are obvious, those being that she possesses two major traits necessary for any successful soon-to-be franchise. Bust-out Riller of a killer. A Mori and a signature weapon, of course. Clearly, her retractable claws make an excellent, distinct weapon, and the grasping a survivor before quickly beheading or blood draining would make a clear, distinct Mori. Top it off, she may just be a clear candidate for tallest killer. I think a perk involving hits delivered or kills performed that increases her effectiveness somehow would be likely. Perhaps Poise, which as stacks are gained reduces terror radius by so many meters, or Fill the Casks, which increases speed by 1% per stack, or maybe even reduces the amount of time in a chase that is required to reach the next stage of Bloodlust, which increases speed of the killer. It would reflect her nobility roots or her vampirism, respectively. Vampirism. Next up are the Dimitrescu daughters. Honestly, though, I'm not as sold on this as others are. I mean, maybe. However, and don't get too upset, but what do they bring to the table that makes them truly unique to Dead by Daylight? From what I've seen, they can turn visible by turning into an insect swarm, but the Wraith can do that without the telltale buzzing. And if the ND were to take someone, why not their more powerful mother, or even Mother Miranda, who has a more direct connection to the far more powerful Megamycete? Perhaps they have a unique trait that I'm just overlooking or not seeing, and I would love to be disproven. But onto their weapons, they wield hand scythes, dripping in blood and blackened with rust. As for the Moris, they would likely turn an insect swarm. The survivor would climb to their feet sluggishly before being pulled back by a scythe and having their blood drained, either by, bite to the neck or scythe across the throat. But one of the more unique traits, but again the Legion's done this too, is that there would be 3 of them. But then again, since the killers don't have very many voiced lines, it wouldn't change much between the 3. Okay, but next up, they have been a boss on and off in the mainline games and sideline games throughout the series. A few others have talked about their deep lore roots, which gives them some cred. Here they are. The Tyrant and Mr. X. Premiering in Resident Evil 1 and then being improved upon and transformed further into the Mr. X series for infiltration by Resident Evil 2, these mass-produced BOWs are being introduced together due to Mr. X being made from modified Tyrant and sharing many traits. Aside its appearance, the biggest difference is that Mr. X will give it to you with his fists, while the Tyrant will stab you with a stabby hand. For Moris, Mr. X will crush the skull and then toss you down, while the Tyrant will probably impale the chest before dropping the survivor down. For motivation, the Tyrant would make more sense due to its independent intelligence, and it could be convinced to kill survivors simply due to its probably love of sadism, and its instinct to hunt and kill. Mr. X, however, well, that depends on whether or not the entity could give commands similar to how Umbrella does. Now, on to our next potential killer, known for his obsessive tendency towards a singular teammate he could fit right in with the killers. It's Albert Wesker. Firstly, he is dead, so he could easily be written in the entity's realm. As for his power, well, he does have his powers to dash and punch with bone-shattering force. Plus, like all killers, he does have weakness to bright lights. However, that would be pretty close to the Blight. His weapon would likely be his bare hands, with his Mori being his signature chest-impaling punch. Maybe he could use his custom handgun, but then he may be a bit overpowered unless it was toned down to be a glorified BB gun. As for reason to work for the entity, though, that's where this gets interesting. Clearly, he would work for the chance to be revived, or at least that is what the entity would offer. But anyone who understands Wesker knows he would accept that deal with one hand while constantly planning out how to sink a knife in the entity's back with the other. Wesker would never settle for mere resurrection. No, he seeks what he has always sought, godhood. And now he's closer than ever with the entity so close you can reach out and caress it. All the better to strangle it off its throne and usurp it. So Wesker can take his rightful place. In his own eyes, anyways. Now, next we have a major antagonist from the Revelations series. Alex Wesker from Resident Evil Revelations 2. Now, you'd be forgiven for having no idea who I'm talking about. She was the true antagonist behind the events in the sequel game in the Revelations games. Her madness and fear could make her easily bend the entity's whims. Her grotesque forms after affliction and transformation would make her fit in rather perfectly. Her weapons could vary from her appendages to projectiles, lunges, and even some psychological weapons. Perhaps even a mechanic where you can't look at her, or else you build up fear and need time to calm down for fear of screaming and giving away your position. However, as for other factors, it's a bit hard to pin down, as she didn't have much time in her game as a true combatant. At least as I remember. Unfortunately, I didn't have much time to research her before I had to start the stream. I was busy researching some of the other bosses and survivors. Depending on the form she takes, though, the Mori could be scaring the target to death, or crushing them in their hands. Now, before we go further, I would like to consider we may get outfits for killers and survivors for some of the characters from Resident Evil lore and canon that we like, but that don't make the cut. Just like how we got some from when we only got Bill from L4D. Can't say certain words. Just a thought. So, say we don't get Chris, but hey, maybe David gets Chris's outfit or something like that. As well, if you like what you've been seeing or hearing so far, please consider subscribing or following to find future content. Check out other content. If you're on my Twitch, I have polls available for interaction, and leave a comment on YouTube or Twitter. Now, onto the survivors discussion. Firstly, there have been some rumors that there may be 2 or more survivors like what they did with the Stranger Things chapter. Now, I'm not going to get into whether or not that is true, but I will list the people who I think will be likely to make the cut, so to speak. I'd like to note that for the majority of the survivors we have seen in the game so far, with a few exceptions, such as Ash due to Necronomicon shenanigans, every survivor we get is either dead in their home universe, or they are, quote-unquote, never seen or heard from again. Due to this, I'm ruling out some of the series' more prominent characters, such as Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Sherry Birkin, and Rose Winters. Each of them are likely not going anywhere in their respective universes and stories for quite some time. Yet, at least. However, I would love to be wrong and boulder punch the cannibal into the sun with Chris's perk, Boulder Punch, which lets you kill the killer by boulder punching them into the sun. Instead, I will focus on more likely and some less spoken about options. To start, a very likely and talk to death option, in a way literally, Ethan Winters. The now dead protagonist of Resident Evil 7 and 8, this military-trained everyman and father is now prime survivor material, especially if Miranda or Evelyn becomes the new killer due to a personal connection, as I mentioned before. The fact is, often a killer and the survivor has some kind of connection. So if Ethan becomes the survivor, it pretty much increases the chance that Evelyn or Miranda becomes the killer, or a member of the Baker family, or one of the house leaders, like Lady Dimitrescu or Heisenberg. The other 2 house leaders I'm not too sure about. I gotta admit. Though creepy doll lady might work. Now I'm thinking about it, this just occurred to me, that could work. Oh, that has potential. Oh, I kind of like that. Creepy doll lady. Alright, well. Wish I'd thought about that before. I could have researched that a bit. Then we'd have to make Markiplier play this. Make him play it against the creepy doll lady. His mannequin phobia would just be the worst thing in the world, wouldn't it? Sorry, where was I? Right, but regardless, if Ethan Winters does turn out to be one of the survivors, it vastly increases the chance that the killer is going to be in some way connected to him. But regardless, moving on. As for a perk he may have, I believe a healing perk for being in the terror radius while not being in chase, to allude to a survival against impossible odds. As an additional note, he was given a face texture, even though it can't be seen without affecting the camera using console commands in the game. Not much reason to do so since we never see it, unless it's so that perhaps it can be modeled. Something to consider. And of course so close to the chapter release. Just saying. Now, next is someone you would be forgiven to have completely forgotten, only having been mentioned occasionally by very few documents and characters in movies and games since his appearance in the sole game he was in. At least mainline. Billy Cohen, Resident Evil 0. Ringing any bells? So tell me if this sounds familiar, for anyone who's familiar with the lore of Dead by Daylight. A man who just escaped a bad situation, wanders alone in the woods. Mist begins to envelop him, but he trudges forward until he comes to a place unfamiliar yet familiar, and a new horror begins again. Sound familiar? He was framed by his fellow soldiers, and then with the help of Rebecca Chambers, escaped in the woods and was never seen or heard from again. He's an ex-United States Marine, an escaped military prisoner, and a good man betrayed by his comrades. Due to his mysterious disappearance, he could be an excellent candidate for Survivor. As for his perks, well, it's hard to say. We only ever got to see him in the one game. It would likely be something to do with camaraderie. But, again, we only saw him in the one game. He was very standoffish. At least at first. But he is willing to work with anybody, as we saw in the game. And even can convince people who otherwise wouldn't work with him to work with him regardless. So, Billy Conan, he might... Conan? Billy Conan the Barbarian. Billy Cohen, he could be an option as well. Now, this next one's up for serious debate depending on where Capcom takes them in the RE verse, like the remake verse. Because, well, I'll get to that. Carlos Oliveira. Now, in the original timeline, he has a drink with Jill in a bar, they say goodbye, and they fled the US via Mexico while harboring a hatred for Umbrella. But, he was never seen nor heard from again. So, he could also be a good choice for Survivor. He grew up under a communist dictatorship, was sentenced to death, was headhunted by Umbrella, turned to a mercenary, but's otherwise a good and cooperative person who believes in goodness and has a kind heart. So he could definitely be chosen by the entity due to his high amount of hope and all that kind of stuff. His upbeat attitude and all that would definitely make him fit in with the survivors. And if he's chosen, then we could definitely see Nemesis being brought into play. Now, this next one's going to raise some eyebrows and probably burst more than a few eardrums if chosen, but Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4. Now look, She is used to being thrown over shoulders and fleeing from killers. She was being a near helpless survivor before it was cool. Her combat is limited to throwing whatever is available at her pursuers and hoping it works. And, well, since then, she's likely gotten some self-defense classes. You gotta admit, it probably crossed her mind. So, it only makes sense, at least in my mind, that her father would probably have gotten some self-defense classes and courses for her, so she'd probably have some survival training since then. Plus, her experiences in not Spain, as the joke goes, would definitely have sharpened her survival instincts a bit since then. Which, of course, means she could definitely be a candidate for becoming a survivor now. Though what her perks would be, hard to say. Probably something to do with hiding in lockers. That probably sounds like really critical, but at the same time, that was something she did in Resident Evil 4. She did hide in, like, dumpsters and lockers and stuff like that. So, maybe. Hard to say. However, since we're on the topic of Resident Evil 4, Louis Serra, a biologist living in not Spain, he was sadly killed at the end of his appearance, but that would make him available for an appearance here. And unlike Ashley Graham, who he's simply just never seen nor heard from again outside of off the mainline game appearances and documents and things like that, he's straight up dead. So he would be completely free to become a survivor at this point. Though, with him here, there would be a chance for the Regenerator being the killer. Dear God, no. Now, the next survivor isn't from RE4, but rather the next game. Sheva Alomar, RE5. Now, she has had a few mentions in Resident Evil 6, and a few side games and comics. Her most recent appearance noted outside of RE6 was in 2013, though. So I'd say she is far enough out of the picture that she could be brought here through the never seen or heard from again rule. So I do include her here. She definitely has a lot of skill, a lot of capability, and she certainly does have a we have to stick together and survive this kind of mentality, even against impossible odds. So she could definitely become a survivor at the very least. Now, for this next one, we're taking a step back, all the way back, to a man most memorable for his death, which was explosive as it was memorable, in both the classic and remake. Mikhail Victor from Resident Evil 3. A leader and mercenary under the UBCS alongside Carlos, mentioned earlier. He sacrificed himself to buy Jill Valentine time against the Nemesis BOW. He and Bill would probably swap stories about fighting zombies and wars all over the world and keeping these idiot kids alive. I'd love to see that, honestly. Those two old guys just living it up with these idiot kids and just keeping them alive. Oh, these stupid kids, why do they not listen to the rules and stay alive? I try to keep them alive with my good commands and they just keep running off and doing the generators. We could take this stupid killer by beating the hell out of him if they would just listen. But no, generators first, friends second. Bah! Dunkuffs. Anyways though. Next one's not an individual but a group. Probably more likely to be as costumes, but I feel I should mention them. Resident Evil Outbreak Files 1 and 2 characters. Now, any one of the characters could potentially be picked with a huge cast, especially when you consider the extra characters. And I would just like to say, if this is the case, or even if it's just a DLC, like for costumes, I'd say if you're on the fence about buying the DLC, give it some more thought if you're interested in a Resident Evil Outbreak remake. Because it wouldn't be the first time that Capcom watched the sales of a product to consider the future of one of their products, I'm just saying. if they do make a DLC for Resident Evil Outbreak character costumes, or Resident Evil Outbreak characters, Capcom may be testing the waters to see if a remake could do well. I personally love the games. I still own the games on my PlayStation 2. It's currently packed away from my Move, so I can't really stream it, but I would adore a remake, especially in this day and age. Could you imagine what they could do with that game? Oh my god, I would love it. Anyways. Now, finally. We're almost to the gameplay part, I promise. Only one final point. The secret discussion point I alluded to all the way at the beginning of this. Drumroll, please. I don't have sound software. There is no drumroll. Alright, final point. The survivor or killer point. These next two individuals could be either or, depending on how the game chooses to interpret them. And I say these for last because they could be either category, depending on whether they're pre-transformation or post-transformation. Now, those who are really familiar with Resident Evil lore may already know the two people I'm talking about. And if you do, brownie points to you. Alright then, without further ado, let's start with the more good of the two. Piers Nevins. Now, you could be forgiven for forgetting him, having only one game to his name. Piers Nevins was a protagonist of Resident Evil 6. He died during Chris's campaign. Right at the end, he sacrificed himself by injecting himself with the C virulence and transformed into a creature that could eject lightning from himself in a help to destroy the BOW that could wipe out the world. He could easily be made a tragic monster that has fully succumbed to his transformation, or survivor relieved of his transformation after death and brought back as a survivor. As a monster, he could have ranged, directed electric attacks that could build up inside the survivor, slowly injuring them. Unlike the Doctor, who does Insanity, appears to be doing directed electricity attacks that basically be like a beam of electricity, and then the longer you're inside the beam, the higher it builds up until it breaks the gauge and you're injured. For balance, I think, because if he just electrocuted you at any range, well, that'd be a bit broken, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, as a survivor, well, he's always been rather upbeat. He's always been focused on the task. So, he could probably have some anti-debuff perks to help people clear up debuffs faster when they're within his range of effect. Maybe as long as he's not affected by the same debuff, I think would be pretty fair. Or at least not affected to the same extent, perhaps. Like when Chris was going all crazy, he was able to kind of bring him back. That was hilarious. Damn it, she killed all my men. I'm gonna kill all my men trying to kill her first. Damn it, Chris, this is not how we do things. Oh, God, I should really replay that on stream. Leon, should you really be driving this police car? Don't worry, I'm a master of crashing things. Every vehicle I've ever driven anywhere, I have always crashed. That's not a good thing. Don't worry, I've always crashed it exactly where I needed to go. That's not much better. Oh. Okay, so on to our last person discussed, and again, you've probably figured it out who it is if you know your lore. William Birkin. Either in partial human form, as a monster most likely, or forearm form, if killer, as well. Now, if he's in his full human form, it could explain the umbrella pin we see in the trailer, as he was a researcher before his transformation. Now, if he's a killer though, he would probably be in his first to third transformation. Now, he could be a pretty terrifying killer, with weapons varying from pipes to claws to massive jaws. With Mori's varying from repeatedly bashing his victim like a crazed animal, to cruelly dismembering them, to eating them, to tearing them limb from limb, really. So, essentially... oh boy. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Anyways, if you've stuck around for my whole discussion here, I thank you for sticking around. Next, I'm going to get on to the gaming, because that's probably why you're here. Let's make sure... okay, just going to close my script. Okay. Alright, let's get to what probably most of you are here for. The gaming. Alright, we're going to play Killer first. I'm trying to get 8 gold emblems, which shouldn't be too hard, but watch me get, like, completely bodied as Killer. Chris gets implemented right now and I get punched into the sun. Alright, let's play the shape. Or candy-obsessed maniac. I didn't get candy when I was 5. I'm gonna get it now. The only reason Michael works for the entity is because he got promised candy. That was it. That's the whole reason. Let's see. Nah, let's just play like this, I think. Yeah. I'll save the better ones for when I have more of them. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. While we wait, I think I'm just going to talk about some of the perks. Like, I love Whispers, but I really feel like it could be balanced a bit better. Like, be a sort of a cone thing. And from a range, but then when you get within a certain range, it stops working. You know? It's like the opposite of what it is now. So that you know, like, from across the map, there's survivors and those... then again, would that be too powerful? Because it only tell you, like, within a 45 or 50 degree cone. Maybe depending on level, like 55, 50, 45 degree cone. And it'd be the Whispers, so it'd slowly fade in, so it'd be pretty hard to pinpoint exactly where it would be. And then it would fade out as you got closer to them. Ah, but it's hard to say for sure, isn't it? Oh, I forgot to change the TTV one. Yeah, I started taking that out when I'm not streaming because I started getting sandbagged and stuff. Not fun. I don't know when that started happening. Like, eesh. Oh well. They left us. Why would they do this to us? Michael, they left us. Sure. Oh, we're doing good. Okay. As I've recently unlocked barbecue and chili for everyone. Now it's just a matter of, you know, actually finding everyone's blood webs. Good luck to me. For anyone curious, I'm going to be posting the talk about the theory on YouTube on its own later on. as well as highlights of this stream later on too. Now I'm going to be a bit quiet during the loading screens so I can make a cut area. That should be long enough for me to be cut. So yeah, we're gonna play some Michael first, and some Doctor. I decided I'm gonna give every killer their own kind of personality. Michael is candy obsessed, because he didn't get his Halloween candy that one year. That's what caused him to kill everyone. Look, he goes out to trick or treat, and he chooses to trick everyone by killing them. He tricks everyone by taking their lives, you see? That's the trick. You know, got your nose? No, I got your life. You know, give me your candy corn. What's in your pocket? Tootsie Pop? Give me that. Yeah, we're gonna go on to about 2:30, and at that point I have to go and get some stuff done IRL. So 2:30 is pretty much a hard cutoff point, unfortunately. Also, I might actually be losing internet in the next few days. I'm not too sure. Been having some interruption issues. Seems to be sorted out, but I'm not taking many chances. I'll see if I can get one more stream before I move at the end of the month-ish. It all depends on how the lockout goes. Oh, hello. I saw you. I saw you run. Come here. What's in your pockets? Do you have candy corn? I love candy corn. Where'd you go? I should have stopped him. I'm done. Don't run, I just want to figure out what you have. Do you have Coffee Crisp? I love Coffee Crisp. Do you love Coffee Crisp? He has Coffee Crisp, doesn't he? He's hiding it from me. You're gonna give me your Coffee Crisp, or you're gonna give me your life. Pick one. Do you think you can hide your Coffee Crisps from me? Oh, you're gonna regret that. You're gonna give me your candy. Where are you? This guy's looping me like crazy, my goodness. I am proud to be part of this survivor community. Let me go find someone else. You're mean. He won't give me his Coffee Crisp. I've killed people for less. Give me your Coffee Crisp. Give it to me now. I want... Now? Now it's personal. Where'd you go? I heard that. You see, you should have given me whatever you had in your pockets when you had the chance. Now I'm gonna take it from you by force. Gotcha. You smell like someone who has candy corn in their pockets. I love candy corn. Give it to me. Oh, they didn't have any candy corn. They just had blood. Joke's on them. I love blood. Now, where did this person go? Oh, I hear them. Aha! Now, I'm betting you're a coffee crisp type of girl. Am I right? Oh, no. Just blood. I see someone in this corner. Just gotta spook them sometimes. Besides, she doesn't have any candy corn. We've already discussed this. Oh, I see David. Now he's running like he has a coffee crisp in his pocket. Come here! Give me your candy! Come here, David! You're gonna give me that candy or you're gonna die! David, don't make this hard on yourself. Now, David, I believe we talked about this. You're gonna give me your candy or you're gonna give me your life. Now, David, I believe we talked about your rudeness with your candy. You need to give it to me. Give me your candy. What? Black licorice? Ah! Disgusting. Well, it's better than nothing. And besides, I got blood too, so that's something. Ooh, I hear somebody. Now, Claudette, I'm betting you picked up some candy in the meantime. Now, why don't you give it to me? I'm betting you found plenty of candy. By the way, that was disappointing. All she had was herbal supplements. What was with that girl and picking leaves? Really should have been stalking more this round, but yeah, I wanted to play the candy shtick as much as I could. Ooh, that's not close to me. Looking for the gnome, mostly. I heard he has candy. I heard the giggling. That disappeared. Where is the gnome? I want it. Ah, darn. No gnome for me. Oh well. At least I got some candy, even if it was just black licorice. And some dental floss. And some herbal aids. Alright, we still got about an hour and a half left. Hour and 37 minutes. Alright, I think next we'll play the Doctor, why not? Just gonna take a quick sip of tea. Alrighty. I really want to get a different weapon for him. Like, genuinely. Because, well, we all know what that one looks like. Just saying, we all know. I don't need to say or imply anything further. We all know what it looks like. It looks like a very painful implement. And there are softer looking ones. Oh god, what happened to that Dwight? Hasn't even been in the round yet, I've already kicked the crap out of him. I swore in the past you could, like, turn the killer. I can't turn the killer for some reason. We got 3 medkits and a very interesting looking toolbox, unless that's just like the fire. Huh. Oh, someone's already gotten the DLC pack, the Death at Sea or Killer Beach Party, whatever it's called. As you can tell, my memory is top notch. Hold on, did I rank up during that? What? How did I rank up? I wasn't even playing seriously last round. Okay, so basically the Doctor's character is a crazy German doctor, and I know that makes no sense, but it's funny to me. Because it's basically the Team Fortress 2 Doctor, but, you know, if he was a completely insane serial killer instead of his just, you know, completely insane regular persona. We're gonna do all the malpractice today. Including the alternative medicine. Malpractice all the medicine, including the alternative kinds. By the way, doing all these voices is going to kill my throat. Please forgive me. Because I will be stopping to drink very frequently in between rounds. There, I should make a good break point to try and prevent my throat from just shriveling up and dying. I hope all your days are going pretty well. And I'll just leave a quick little, oh, there we are. Alrighty. Wow, right by an exit gate. Someone disconnected? I see you. Which is where you're going to be going after I'm done. We have found our first patient. Welcome. It is time to practice medicine. But don't worry, I have a license. It's just been revoked a couple years ago. Everything's fine. Come on, don't be shy. This will only hurt a lot. And only when you resist. Now, Dwight, I believe we've talked in the past about your tendency to run away from your problems, and I believe I've told you that that is not a productive way to deal with your medical issues. Now then, let's take care of your tendency to run by pinning you in place. As well, I have heard acupuncture is an excellent way to relieve stress. It seems no one's nearby, or if someone is nearby, they are... Really? Dwight, you should really be more concerned for your health. It's not healthy to do things like that in front of your medical practitioner. You see, your necrophilia, I believe I can solve it. Your interest in bones is not healthy for a man your age. Now come here and let me solve it for you. Dwight, don't run away from your medical professional. I can help you if you sit still. Dwight. Now, Dwight. I believe we've been over this. You know the definition of insanity, Dwight? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting it to help you. But in fact, there is no helping you. Only death can free you now, my friend. So allow me to help you. Dwight, get back here. Oh, Dwight, do you think this will save you? It won't. Only I can save you. I'm a doctor after all, it's my job. Now let me find you the perfect way to help you. There we go. All better. Now, where are the rest of my big patients? Oh wow, that's a lot of Dwights. How many Dwights do we have here? Maybe I'm the crazy one. I'm seeing Dwights! Everyone's a Dwight when you're a killer. Now, Dwight, what did I tell you about running from your problems the other 2 times I dealt with you? I see we still have the hiding in closet problem, don't we? Oh, Dwight, what did I say about looping? It doesn't help you in the long run. Now, Dwight, you're only delaying the inevitable pain. Thank you for allowing me to destroy this pallet. It will help me better serve my patients in the future. Hi, Dwight. Now, I believe this is the 2nd time we've had a consultation? Now, Dwight, you need to stop running from your problems. I believe we've talked about that. Now, Dwight, I am pretty close to your butt. Oh, Dwight, I believe we've talked about your inability to accept the inevitable, such as death. It's unfortunate, but eventually, we all need to accept what we cannot change. Now, I saw a friend of yours just over here. I suppose he's hiding in here. Oh, Dwight, you in closets. Well, luckily, we have a treatment apparatus right here for you. Now then, where's our last patient? It would seem he's over here somewhere. Oh, it looks like he's traveling in this direction. And the hatch is behind me. Oh, he tried to loop around that cheeky patient. Now, Dwight, I believe we've talked about loops in the past and how unhealthy they are for you. Dwight, come back here. We need to fix your delusion of choice and ability to save yourself. Because there is no salvation here. Only me. Now then, on to medicine. Ah, death, the ultimate equalizer and cure for all issues. Now, I don't think you have a medical license. Trying to heal someone without medical license? No, no, no. That's not good. Thought I should check. Now where, oh where could my patience have gone? Because I'm certainly running out of it. Oh where, oh there you are. Hi patient. I see you. Don't run away from me. I'm only trying to save you from the condition known as life. It's quite terminal, unfortunately. Come here and let me help you. Now, you see, you took that very wrong. You seem to think that I'm trying to hurt you or something. But that isn't the case at all. I am trying to help you, Dwight. Because I'm the only one who can. Well, let's go put you on the hook where you belong. I think my German accent's really off today. Ugh. Well, that's one patient cured. Now let's go cure the rest. Oh, Dwight, there you are. Oh, don't worry, you can't run from me. I will get to you right on time. Oh, that was a good. He committed really well. At least we know we don't have to deal with commitment problems, Dwight. That was a good dead hard. Pretty good. Let's see if we can't get a little bit closer to the hatch. Where, oh where, could little Dwighty have gone? Oh, there he is. Hi, Dwight. Now, my rule is typically that until the exit gates are open, you're mine. So come here. Come on, Dwight. You earned it. You survived until it opened. Congratulations. You have survived my therapy. Congratulations. I determined you cured. Now get out of my office. What happened there? Was it just like... Oh, I was right. It is a festive toolbox. Failed skill checks detonate fireworks. Hmm. Neat. All right, continue. Alright, now who should I play next? Alright, well, let's take a look at the killers we have and who are leveled up. By the way, I'm planning on unlocking Silent Hill chapter very soon, and we will see how I play as him. And before the next round, I'm going to take a short break, because I actually really need to take a short break, let's put it that way. Let's see, who should I play next? Yeah, we'll stick with the doctor. And we'll do... why not that one? Okay, so I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in a few minutes. So just give me a few minutes to quickly get everything in order. I'll be right back, alright? So I'm just going to turn off the mic and quickly take a break. Like 2, maybe 3 minutes. Alright everyone, sorry about the little delay there. Just gonna check to see if we have another daily generated yet. Nope. Okay. So then, you get 3 more gold medals. Or higher. Our loadout is set up. Now then, if you're tuning in the future, if you've liked what you've seen so far, please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube. Feel free to leave a comment, a like, and let me know what you think about everything. Give me some feedback on voices, if you like the whole accent thing or not. Because I also did voices in the past, or rather characters in the past, and I'm definitely sticking with the characters, that's the thing, because I think it's hilarious, and it makes it more fun for me. Yeah, that Claudette looks like she's already gone under electroshock therapy. Certainly bloody enough to have been an ex-patient of mine. The hair is fantastic. My god. Anyways. So yeah. Oh, and if you follow on my Twitch, I also have some polls and such on my page that you can be part of to help determine the future of the channel. Of course, leaving comments on YouTube will also help too. And it also helps growth too. Got a lot of good stuff. Thanks for watching right now. Happy to have you here. And feel free to join chat if you want. I'm always open to talking. Words are hard though. Or that should be enough of a break to allow a clean cut. So yeah, hope you're enjoying everything so far. In about an hour I have to end the stream though. Because I have some things I have to do today. Truth, I kind of wish I'd scheduled this later in the day. I wonder if more people would have watched. Oh well, what can you do? But hopefully next month or two I'll be able to have a more regular schedule, by the way. So if you've always wondered why my schedule is so weird, it's just been weird around here. I don't know if I'm going to get another stream done this month, unfortunately, due to said weirdness, but we'll see. If I can, awesome. If not, well, there you go. Also, if I can find that webcam, it's ancient, but it'd be nice. Or if not, I'll just save up for a new one. I've seen some pretty cheap ones. And then I think after this killer round, I'll start playing Survivor for a bit. Oh, someone's object of obsession. I'll always get them later. Actually, I'm gonna let them get that one. Got you. Now, Ewan, I believe that you have a bit of an unhealthy obsession. Oh, they had distraction. Good on them. Oh, I saw that. I saw your little footy prints. Now, Morel, I believe you have an unhealthy obsession with fungi. Come here. Now, I love science, just as much as anyone, but You should leave it to the professionals like myself. Now sit still and let me help you. Just in case you get quick and quiet. Ah, what? Did not take that corner as sharply as I thought. Now, I believe you have been administered to my professional help due to a gaming addiction, ironically enough. Oh, that was a poor choice of direction. This person's asking for being hung on a hook. Yeah, that loop was not gonna last forever, sweetheart. Let's hang you far away from everyone else's work. Oh, everyone's all together. Nice. Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Claudettes. I believe we were currently having, or, well, previously we were having a discussion. Oh, Dead Heart. I saw that. Got him. Now you need to rely on others, and not run away from your problems. Oh, did you think that was real? Now we need to deal with your hallucinations, and I know the best way to deal with them. That was a poor choice of direction. But don't worry. I know exactly how to fix a imbalance in the ear. Acupuncture! Severe acupuncture. Nah, I'm not doing the voice right now. I'm just not feeling it today. Ooh, I hear somebody. Oh, and there's someone just over here now. Oh, hello. Oh, so close to giving him a jump scare. I love that I sometimes have a habit of just giving people a jump scare and not even playing as Myers. Oh, you got me! GG. Oh. Well, well, well. What do we have over here, huh? Are we having a party and I wasn't invited? That seems rather rude. Hi, Meg. Hey, Meg, that was a poor decision. Something tells me these patients are collaborating together to avoid their treatment. And I can't, in good conscience, allow them to do that. Because obviously, treatment is very important in my clinic. You know? Because we can't have people going untreated. How are they ever to get better? Looks like someone's over here. Trying to avoid their treatment. Oh, hi, Meg. Mind games. Whoops. We're playing mind games here. Really? Claudette? Really? Come here, Claudette. Ugh. I'm gonna hit you just for the points. Because that was just disrespectful, Claudette. Now, Claudette, we need to speak about your disrespectful behavior towards your medical professionals. And the fact that you should have taken the chance to run when you had it. This suicidal tendency of yours. Well, the perfect... Actually, no, that joke's in poor taste. I'm not even gonna make it. Oh, hi! How you doing? Until the gates are open, you're mine. Don't forget it. Come here. Oh, I almost got you. Come here. I'm gonna get you. Oh. You spent the God palette. You spent it well, in my opinion. Where's that giggling? Is the gnome? God, I never hear the gnome giggle. Like, I was just finding it. Nice, got to. I'd say I had plenty of fun. Oh, should I play one more round as killer just to get that one? Or should I switch to a survivor one? There we go. Oh, do I do one more as killer or no? That is the question, isn't it? Yeah, let's do one more match as killer. And then we'll switch to survivor for probably only maybe 1 to 2 matches? Actually, no, hold on. We have very little time left. Okay, we're gonna switch. We're gonna put this one on pause. Yeah, no, if you didn't know, you can pause these things now. And we're gonna switch to a survivor challenge. Stun or blind to killer 6 times. I mean, good luck on that. Wish me luck. Oh, by the way, I finally unlocked Ace in the Hole, so... Friggin' here's hoping I can use it. That's right, I got that last time I played the Survivor. What should I bring, if anything? Let's not bring anything. We got this, and we got that, and we got this and that. Kindred and Leaf. Do I not have Sprint Burst yet? No. I've unlocked it, I just haven't unlocked it on Claudette yet. I got the Charms. Beautiful Bloodbug. I want to work on Dwight next, because there's, like, Leader can... I think it's Leader? Gets you extra blood points and stuff. I really hope we get Mikhail Victor. I really liked him. Like, he was a real hero. And he does not for anything, you know? Alright, so... Stun or blind to killer 6 times. Cool. Let's do this. Also, I'm looking forward to when they release the new skins for everybody, because that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the Binding of Kin and the Silent Hill chapter, at the very least, sometime in the near future. I don't know when. Depends on when I have extra money. Well, once I move. hopefully that will open up some opportunities for me. If I do stream again before I move, it'll likely be on pretty short notice. I gotta be honest. Also, I'm going to be doing a bit of an experiment, I should mention. Earlier I mentioned I was going to be putting some clips on YouTube. I'm going to be doing shorter clips. I'm just going to be doing single rounds and seeing if that gets more views. Because I understand a lot of people don't have a whole hour to sit around and watch me fumble around. Oh, I wish I'd gotten more sleep last night. I might have been able to do better voices. Maybe I should have done Gunslinger now I'm thinking about it. Oh well, can't kick myself in the tushy forever, you know? Regardless, I'll be able to, wow, it's the first here. Be able to do a bunch of stuff. Alright, so it looks like we got about 50 more minutes until I have to end the stream, so we can probably get 2 Survivor streams. Yay! It's time for the flight of the Valkyries. We're gonna win, and we're gonna, like, survive. I mean, even if we die, we survive, but still. Like, listen to Claudette. She knows her stuff about, like, herbs. Look at all these herbs in this forest. There's some lavender, there's some jasmine. Did you know if you burn lavender, it actually kills microbes? It's good stuff. It's good stuff to know. Lavender oil is also pretty okay for clearing out microbes. Oh, the round's starting. I can't look around anymore. I'm busy staring at you all. Inspiring speech. Yes, good. Let's go. We must survive. We will survive, in fact. Because as long as we know how to love, I know we'll stay... Uh-oh. This person chose a map that they like. That means they know this map well. Which means they have, like, knowledge about it, and they're good at going around it and stuff. That's bad. And it was the killer that did it, too, I'm pretty sure. That's worse. Well, mind you, it is my favorite map, so... I mean, being horribly slaughtered my favorite map is slightly better than being slaughtered my least favorite map. My least favorite map has got to be the Institute, I think. There's just no sight lines. I need more tea. Oh man, my tea's cooling down. Oh well, still tasty. Alrighty. So we gotta go in there, fix generators, try and peddle all of our herbal supplements. Okay, so... Ooh, I'll take that. You take that. So, yeah, I'll take that and I'm gonna run. She didn't seem interested in it, so I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna go find a generator and start working on it. I'm getting the funny feeling. Yep. This killer's one of the instant down killers, and I don't know which one. There's usually a generator up here, but there isn't one. Oh, no, there is. It's a single person gen, so I can't help here. Okay. Is that the ghost face? I can't tell at this distance. Let me open up another Shost. Ah, they were hiding in a... Oh, I saw the killer go by. They were heading that way. Could you imagine a perk that was the reverse of barbecue and chili? I don't mean like for the survivors. I mean... Or I got a med kit just for... Oh, bloody hell! Sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, it is the ghost face. They disconnected. Bloody hell. Person. Just because you get down once doesn't mean the game is over. Uh-oh. Oh, they're not... Are they not? Oh. Yeah, they're after me. Shit. Excuse my language. Scheisse. Shoot. Oh, there are no pallets anywhere. Oh, there's a pallet here. Bit of a waste of pallet there, but I'm hoping... Oh, yeah, looks like I passed the buck on someone else. Oh, do I not have enough? I might not have enough. I don't have enough. Dang. Actually, I'll take it, just in case. Okay, I think I saw them. Shoot. Okay, so we're just gonna run over to the stairs, go down, pick up this person. Oh, I just got a leg spike there for a second. I got you, boo, don't worry. No! I was right here! You foolish fool! You've killed us all! Oh, dang it, Salem! Why didn't you struggle? I get the feeling Salem just didn't struggle at all there. That's right, I can break you out of that. Don't think I can't. Don't try and face camp near me. I'll kick you right out of it. Swear on me, Mum. Get out of here before I throw my herbal supplements at you. In sachets and teabag form. I will throw my little, like, petals and... I'll throw all sorts of things at you. I'll splash you in the face with pine oil. I really hope he's not, like, camping me. That would be really uncool. Because he's been dominating this whole time, so... You know... Ghostface really does not need camp. Oh, this is a bad place for this. Ah, dang. Oh, that was a poor decision on my part. That was a really poor decision on my part. Gonna crawl away as quick as I can. There's just the tiniest chance I can, like, hide. Looks like he's busy following Kate. I might just be able. Unless he has Deer Stalker. He has Deer Stalker, definitely. Wiggle! Wiggle for your life, Claudette! Wiggle! Oh god. But luckily, joke's on you, I'm only stage 2 hookitis. And my herbal supplements are more than enough to give me the strength to fight back! Joke's on you! I took my herbal supplements this morning. You can't stop me! I'm invincible! Immortal! My herbal supplements make me stronger than any killer could ever be! Let's run! Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, I don't have any way to... Wait, no, I do have a way to... Oh, scheisse. Okay, I'm gonna get closer, and then I'm gonna self-heal real quick. Oh, I think he sees me. I think he has barbecue and chili or something like that. Yep, he does. Where's he going? Wait, didn't I see the hatch somewhere? I feel like I saw the hatch. Where did I see it? Or am I thinking the last game when I was the killer? I might be thinking the last game when I was the killer. Oh, I wish that person hadn't disconnected. We would have had more people. We could have lasted longer. It's just like, okay. Still gonna wiggle though. You can't stop me from wiggling. My herbal supplements, they make me strong. Uh-oh. My one weakness. Impalement. Oh, Claudette. Your herbal supplements prepared you for many things, but it did not prepare you for 5 spears impaling you simultaneously. A sad story. Few people are prepared for it, even with herbal supplements. Dang, I did not get much done that round. Oof. Well, GG. Wow, most of us... Yeah, he played really... Oh, okay, so he had Nurse's Calling. That's how he knew where we were. Oh, I thought it was Barbecue Chili. Alright, and... Rushed Actions, Bitter Murmur, and Deerstalker. I was right about Deerstalker, though. Oh, Salem. Okay, so I was wrong about the killer giving the offering for that. Good killer, though. That's a good combo there. Alrighty. This time let's actually try and work on a generator right out the bat, unless we can find a chest super quick. Just had a bit of a thought. I'm always trying to think of ways how I can improve the streams, or at least improve the editing of the streams after the fact. I used to have a static screen. And I don't mean like a still image, I mean literally a screen that looked like static. I messed it up though, and I need to fix it. If I do, I might actually use that as a good way to break up segments. Because that's pretty clearly identifiable during the editing process. It's the Claude Squad, except there's only 2. Oh, there's 3 of us! It's almost a full Claude Squad. Jake, join the Cloud Squad. Do it. Herbal supplements await you in Valhalla. We're gonna get all kinds of herbal up in here. Hunting category, huh? Alrighty then. Hopefully string quality's been good so far. Yeah, sorry if I don't seem as peppy as usual. Little tired today. Yeah, it's a little bit sad day too. Just some personal stuff. But thankfully it also presents unique opportunities, so who knows? Maybe there'll be some growth from it too. We shall see. We shall see. Life is an experience, you know? Even though life finds a way to get in the way, it'd be pretty interesting to use that experience gained from that to find a way to get out of the way. Bedlam Preschool number 1. Uh-oh, we're dealing with a nightmare. Ooh, I see a Shost. Oh, there's Jake. Hi, Jake. I'll take it. I actually don't have any of those because I never buy them. I hear a generator. Where is he? We're all about to fall asleep. If I can get that alarm clock, I can wake up. But guess I should. Imagine if the longer you were asleep, the more effects it had. Like, the more negative effects it had, I mean. Because, like, as you think about it, like, the longer you're asleep, the deeper your sleep would get. Oh, I'm the obsession. Uh-oh. Looks like he's busy dealing with someone else. Oh, dude, don't try to get off the hook. Jake, no! Join the Claude Squad! Choose life! Jake, choose life. Come on. Come on. Herbal supplements, Jake. I have some stuff that'll lift your mood, and some stuff that'll heal your wounds, and some stuff that'll help you relax. Jake, over here. Jake? Okay, I'll heal you here if you want. I'd prefer I didn't heal you here, but well. Oh, thanks. Oh god. You can do it, Jake. I believe in you. I slipped you some herbal supplements. Including some peppermint. It'll wake you up. Everything will be fine, Jake. You just gotta, like, stay awake. Also, I also slipped you some ground up coffee. It'll keep you awake. Don't ask about the morality of slipping people stuff that they don't know about. I'm sure it's fine. You see, Jake's fine. Now he's trying to kill someone else. He's trying to kill a member of the Cloud Squad. That's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. We can handle it. We are Claudes. We're Claudettes. We are the closest thing to an invisible character in the game. That isn't a killer. Don't worry, Claudette. I'm coming to save you. Hey, gold toolbox. He wants my bacon bits, I'm pretty sure. Or no, he's tunneling? Don't tunnel, dude! Don't do it, dude. That's not cool. Oh man, Sniper Pfeiffer is dead. I can't believe they're friggin' dead. Hopefully I get something better this time. Are you actually kidding me? I got literally the same item. I'm just gonna quickly wake up. Ah, there you go. Sometimes you just gotta stop dreaming and waking up. And wake up in reality, man. Really nice if he went after someone else. Oh, good he is. Come on, I just gotta finish this repair. Repare! Oculus repare! Or Generatus repare! Come on! There's no one repairing this generator. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Yep. He seems slightly upset that I repaired that generator. Just a little bit. You know, a little bit. Tiny bit. I don't know why. I'm just, you know, turning on some lights. Hey, bedtime, we're at school. Come on, you gotta wake up. And sleepy time. Man, I gotta wake up. Oh, yes. I'll heal you. Jake, help me heal her. Mom, we just gotta get this done, then we can open a gate. Surprised he didn't teleport there. Shoot, he saw me. Was he guarding that generator? Alrighty then. Come on, guys, come over to me. I opened up the gate. Even if I die, I still opened the gate. It looks like he has no head. Surprised I didn't notice that immediately. Come on, guys, I'm signaling. The gate, it's open over here. What are they doing? Oh, they break his hex totem? Oh, nice. Real mature, Freddy. Real mature, Mr. Kruger. You didn't have endurance? Okay, let's see, can we wiggle out? I doubt it, but can we? Well, hey, at least I woke up in the end. But hey, I was able to get 2 people out, so... And hey, I got the obsession killed, so 1,000 points for me. We saved Jake. Claude Squad success. Okay, he had fire up. Bitter murmur. Good, good. Blood warden. Nice. You know, if he'd actually gone to hook me immediately instead of trying to stop people from getting to the gate, he actually would have gotten all three of us. Good thing he didn't, huh? Yeah, someone brought in borrowed time. I totally could have gotten out there, but nope. Oh well. Clod Squad success. Bam. Yeah. That's the whole role of the Clod Squad. We gotta save anyone who's not in the Clod Squad. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left. Oh my god, I have so many tiers left to get. Thankfully we have 54 more days to get them. By the way, if I did have the premium route, can I just say that I love the look of this rifle? Don't get me wrong, I love the rifle I have with like the little wiggly yellow stuff on it, but I love this rifle because it looks so shiny and new. It's fancy. I love it. Now that's a fancy gun. By the way, I still don't understand why this blue leather trousers are green. That still befuddles me, even to this day. Yeah, blue leather trousers, you know, they're green. The green blue leather trousers. No, I don't really care about that one. Ooh, which of the build perks should I get? Oh, I have 2 build perks available in this tree, and I'll likely only be able to get to one of them before the entity starts, you know, nomming on them. If only there was a connection between these two. We have Unbreakable or Left Behind. Unbreakable's probably better to get. Yep, took the other one. Alrighty. I'll take the worn out tools. Alright, we have like 12 minutes left. It's cutting it close. Well, let's do one more round, and then we're going to end the stream. Big stretch. So, while we wait for the next round, I would love to discuss add-ons. Actually, you know what? I'll save that discussion for another time. What I'd love to discuss is perks. For the survivors, specifically. Well, survivors and killers, actually. So, we all know about the prestige system and how it adds cosmetics and increases the chance of finding rarer items in your blood webs, right? If you didn't know that, well, I probably just blew your mind, but now you do. So, there you go. Something I would love to see: prestige perks. Basically, every character has perks they can teach to everyone else, alright? But that originate from them. I would love it if you prestige a character, their perk would gain a 4th level that only they themselves could use. Because I've heard a few people complaining about how Some, like, the survivors, they're basically just skins. There's nothing really different about any of them. Except for their sounds and their physical appearance. You know, every survivor can use Lithe, or every survivor can use Sprint Burst, every survivor can use Self-Heal, yada yada yada. And basically what Prestige perks would be is that these characters, they're the inventor of these skills. They are the originator of these skills. So, shouldn't they be the best at them? Essentially, the 4th level of the skill would unlock slight additional abilities or increase the abilities by a slight amount. Like, for example, Meg's Sprint Burst, maybe when it activates, it would be slightly faster. So instead of 150% speed, it would be 160% speed. And Claudette's herbal knowledge would be, you know, instead of 33% speed, it would be 40% speed. You know, small stuff like that that would encourage you to use their specific builds. And maybe if you go into a round using just those perks, that could be considered Master, you know, Claudette Morel, Master Jake Park, Master Trapper, whatever you want to put it as. Which would be an interesting extra achievements as well. And that's just what I think. I think it would be pretty neat to have... Basically, it would give extra incentive to prestige your character, because currently there's really no real reason to actually do it unless you want the cosmetics. Because yes, you get a higher chance to get the rarer stuff, but it's less expensive to go through the web, so it's almost more worth it to keep your guy at prestige level 1. Because if you can go through the web for cheaper, you get more chances to actually get the rare stuff. But if you could get a chance to get those high level, like super high level perks, oh, rainbow map. Uh-oh. That is less than ideal. Let's see if we can quickly get this gen done, then we'll go and rescue Tap. Speaking of which, I definitely want to level up Tap, too. I was never a huge fan of the Saw movies, but I did like Detective Tap, because he almost caught the guy. Yeah, let's heal him up, then we'll start on this generator here. Oh, actually, looks like he has barbecue and chili. I'm gonna quickly take a long loop around and go and save our friend and compadre. I will save our little angel. Oh, damn, he got Tap again. I got you, boo. No, get in the locker. Shoot, she didn't understand what I meant. 1, 2. Damn. Oh, I dropped my map. You meanie. Okay, I have a pallet I can vault over, and I have pretty clear sight lines. Pallet. There's a pallet over there. So he's chasing his obsession. When those claws move, it means he's chasing the obsession, by the way, in case you didn't know that. So it's a good little UI element to use if you want to know what's going on. Ooh, great skill check. I love that. He's right below me. Quickly search this chest, hopefully I get a med kit. Oh darn, I think Tap's dead. Yes! Heck yeah, heal self. I'll leave the med kit for someone else to find. Oh shoot, that's right, he has barbecue and chili. He knows where I am. Okay, so I'll use lead to get a quick lead on him. If I can find a locker. Oh, I dropped the map again. Darn. Okay, I can almost guarantee... It looks like he's chasing after his obsession. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, he doesn't know where I am. But he might just find me anyway. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that was some poor timing on my part. Ah, dang. Well, at the very least I can take solace in the fact that I lasted the longest before being hooked. I've been getting pretty decent at that, lasting the longest before being hooked. Thanks. I love you. Thank you. I got to run and not be stabbed again. I'm pretty sure there's the medkit. Break that door. Bloody hell! Oh, I thought he was coming from the other direction. No. That was unfortunate on my part. A miscalculation. It did not all go according to plan. Oh, but you underestimate the power of my herbal supplements. I will fight off this evil. Oh geez, I'm barely making these skill checks. Oh no. They got sheepdog. Not my dog! No! Sheepy! Your memes, they're too dank, you can't become bacon bits! Where is... Oh, okay. Oh my god, we need to run. We need to run. We need to run. Okay, so we're not doing... We're actually doing okay. If either of us can find the hatch and get through it, then I consider that a win. I mean, if we all die, I mean, we still get blood points, though, so... So, you know. Oh god, no. Shoot. Please tell me you've been recovering. Ah, damn. I guess I didn't recover fast enough. I tried. Come on, wiggle, Claudette, wiggle! Wiggle faster! Wiggle! Uh-oh. My herbal supplements weren't strong enough! No! Oh, the hug spider. The giant hug spider in the sky. Well, it's about time to end the stream. Well, is he going to be merciful, or is he just going to throw him on a hook? Nope. I can say equivocally, no. No, he's not. Oh, well, there's no rule stating that you can't be, you know, non-merciful. Oh, well, GG. Well played. And let me guess. I'm going to take a wild stab and say barbecue and chili? Yep! Franklin's demise. Nurse is calling. And deer stalker. Not bad. GG. GG all around. Also, I learned you can actually figure out who is who by going to match details, and it shows who is who. I did not know that. Until recently. Because I am the dumb. Alright, well, that should be pretty much it for the stream. I'm not ending it quite yet. Let's take a quick look-see, see what I can get. Want that. Want that. Want that. Just want that. Ah, so close. Oh well, in any case. You getting our daily yet? No. Alrighty. Thank you for joining our stream, and I hope to see you next time. Or if you're watching in the future, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on either Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. And if you drop a comment, I'd really appreciate it. It does help the channel grow. And I hope to see you next time. Peace out, and keep reading.